What's up, everyone? How you been finding the current anime season so far? You know, I just can't spend a week without seeing reactions about it on my newsfeed. Attack on Titan is in its peak form now, and with new seasons of Promised Neverland and ReZero, how could the hype not be there? Don't forget other blockbusters like Horimiya and Redo of Healer, as I very accurately predicted, ended up being the interspecies reviewers of the season in terms of real-world drama. Not to the extent the latter got, but it's there. Speaking of memes and other hilarities, have you seen X-Arm? People have been calling it a money laundering scheme, and I find that absolutely hilarious. Enough of the current season though. For today we're going to be focusing on 10 of the most anticipated titles this spring 2021, because as soon as this blockbuster of a season ends, it feels good to know that we'll have more great anime coming up. Any predictions on what most people would be excited for? Leave a comment with your pick and hit that subscribe button. We start off the list with Eden Zero. Carrying on some creator goodwill, Eden Zero has undeniably become one of the most anticipated series this coming season. There's been quite a lot of buzz about Eden Zero in my communities, and I don't find that surprising. Who doesn't want some light-hearted fun with space and technology? Shiki, Rebecca, and Happy are here to keep you company, and they'll keep you entertained all throughout this adventure where we meet new friends and allies along the way. It's an exciting adventure through the cosmos, and I'm looking forward to it. On a related note, the thing just screams Hiro Mashima. Whether it's the quirky art, the recycled designs, the light-hearted plot, or the emphasis on fan service, you'll pretty much get what you expect from the creator. If you found yourself enjoying Fairy Tail or Rave Master, you should definitely give this one a shot. Next, we take a look at Zombieland Saga Revenge. One of the big surprises I had around 3 years ago was Zombieland Saga. I first heard about it through a collab with Shadowverse, and I didn't know what to expect, especially with a title like that and the art. Imagine my surprise though when it turned out to be an idol show. An absurd and over-the-top take on the idol genre, in fact. I personally found the first Zombieland Saga to have ended in a pretty satisfying note. It had a lot of good moments, and in the time that it was airing, it had quite a lot of clout and had memes spreading in the community. It ended up being an anime that got people wanting more. The announcement of a sequel didn't completely surprise me, and I'll join the rest of the Zombieland Saga fans in anticipating this sequel. What could be in store for us in this second season of Zombieland Saga? Mappa will be bringing us the series this spring, so stay tuned for it. Here's a school anime featuring teenagers coming right your way. Hayase Nagatoro takes delight in one thing: bullying her senpai. She makes his life a complete hell at school and makes him do whatever interests her at the time. However, in a twist of fate, her senpai doesn't hate it. In fact, he still finds himself getting roped into her antics all the time. As the time goes on, perhaps some unexpected developments and a case of romance could develop from all of this. Think something along the lines of Takagi-san, but far, far less innocent. From what I've read of the manga and the current reception to it, I think that this series could end up quite controversial. Still, I think it's a rom-com that's worth talking about, and I know a lot of people are excited to see how it will turn out. Now, here's another surprise. Usually, seasonal isekai and the sea of them that aren't really projected to blow up rarely get 24 episodes, let alone a second season. But, by some act of fate, How Not to Summon a Demon Lord got it, and it will premiere this spring 2021. It's an announcement that came rather out of nowhere, but needless to say, fans of the show were thrilled. People mostly recognize the series for the fan service and having some knowledge of the coming arcs. I know you'll be up for more of the same. Diablo, Rem, and Shura will be back for more misadventures as our hero continues the journey to find his meaning as the Demon King of his new world. Get ready to see Diablo unleash his coolest spell this season too. Comedic hijinks, unfortunate implications, and more awesome tuning magic awaiting this coming spring. Let's see how the new studio fares in taking the reins of adapting this series.
Catch me if you can, Mr. Holmes.
Next in line is the second season of Moriarty the Patriot. I've been singing the praises about Moriarty the Patriot a lot. That's not a secret, and I just like how the show tackled a lot of psychological and moral dynamics. Moriarty's been quite the legendary antagonist in traditional literature, and it feels enlightening to see him go to work in fixing the messed up systems of the world through his villainous ways. We should expect to see some more of the same engaging arcs that made the first season so immersive. There's a big reason why Moriarty the Patriot has been gaining quite a bit of steam these days, and a lot of that has to do with the excellent writing. While I think that the show's pretty good, it's not exactly popular, even during the run of its first season. I think that it's just about right that Moriarty Patriot's second season finds itself near the bottom half of the list.
そろそろ時間だ、ノマド。
At number 5, we take a look at Megalobox 2. How long has it been since I heard the name Megalobox? People often call Ippo the signature boxing anime, but I think that Megalobox has also had a pretty good run a couple of years ago. Megalobox turned out to be a niche favorite among people who enjoyed how it combined sports, sci-fi and drama in one powerful package, and I can see that the same people are looking forward to the second season this spring. The first season of Megalobox was a gritty, emotional ride that showcased the excitement of fighting, the hardships, the grind, and the brave journey of an individual who takes part in what I can describe as an extreme boxing tournament. Was a very enjoyable ride to be in, and I'm definitely looking forward to what else Megalobox has in store for us. Joe will be punching his way back to our screens this April, so be there for it. How about a remake for our 4th place series? Shaman King fights its way to the 4th spot on our list. It's been a long time coming, but we're finally getting a much-awaited remake for one of the most popular shonen series in the early 2000s. Shaman King's first adaptation was a memorable one that defined a lot of our childhoods, but looking back at it as an adult, I think that it's a bit lacking in some parts. But fret not everyone, we're finally getting an adaptation that will faithfully adapt the manga this coming season. Shaman King is back with a vengeance. From what we've seen in the trailers, I think that this is a remake that we won't be disappointed in. I'm so excited to see the Shaman fight remastered with modern technology. That doesn't mean that the only long-time fans are welcome here. If you're up for some supernatural action with a lot of elements similar to Bleach or the like, feel free to hop in and start your journey with Yo Asakura this 2021. Our third most anticipated anime for spring 2021 is Tokyo Revengers. How about a high-octane action thriller for this upcoming season? Tokyo Revengers comes to our screen this coming season, and it promises a lot of suspenseful action and time travel shenanigans. Basically, it's about our protagonist Hanagaki finding out that his girlfriend was murdered by a gang of vicious criminals. Vengeance against a powerful group like that would be next to impossible normally. Fortunately, Hanagaki finds himself the recipient of the most powerful plot starter in anime, the ability to travel back in time. Now finding himself another chance, Hanagaki looks to infiltrate the gang and save his girl before it's too late. Bad boys, violent action, and bonds forged by fire. Those are things that you can expect from a show like this. Tokyo Revengers is a show that will go full throttle and won't let up. In second place is To Your Eternity. This one surprised me a little bit, to be honest. It's not every day that you get an artistic and intricate anime like this as one of the headliners of the season, but for spring 2021, it definitely feels like the second most anticipated show as far as my circle's concerned. On second thoughts, how could it be? From the trailers alone, this thing just looks gorgeous. Plus, it's from the woman who gave us a silent voice, so there has to be some hype around it. The story's basically about an alien object that can take the form of other things. It adapts to its environment and starts learning about the world until it hits the jackpot and takes the form of a human. With its new form, it sets off on an adventure of discovery to find humanity's purpose and concept of identity. I've read the manga a bit, and from what interesting things I saw from it, I'd say that this show is definitely deserving of its spot to be second most anticipated anime of spring 2021. We finished with our most anticipated anime this upcoming season. What else did you expect but My Hero Academia? 4 seasons, 2 movies, a manga that's very strong. I mean, if it wasn't for Demon Slayer, I'm pretty sure at this point, My Hero Academia has the crown of most popular and hyped ongoing shonen title all to itself already. The 5th season for My Hero Academia continues our story with a spectacular training arc. For manga readers who have eagerly awaited an anime adaptation of the joint training arc, it's finally here. We finally get to see classes 1A and 1B take on each other in yet another amazing tournament arc. Also, if we get far enough in this season, we could also reach the League of Villains arc, where our favourite group of antagonists gets the spotlight in their own arc. My Hero Academia continues to go on a roll as we head towards spring 2021. I don't know about you, but I've not been this excited for a My Hero Academia season ever since the one with All Might versus All for One. Season 5 starts on the 27th of March 2021. Are you ready to go plus ultra once more? I sure am. Let's go. I'm extremely excited for spring 2021, and so should you be. There are so many great shows to look forward to that I think I missed out on some of them when making this list, and all that while we're in the middle of a blockbuster season ourselves. What about you? What would you put as your top 10 anticipated titles this spring 2021? Share your thoughts down in the comment section, and maybe you could compare your list to your fellow fans while you're at it. Before you leave, don't forget to drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and come back for more. I've got a lot more videos prepared for you, so I'll be seeing you next time.